again, everybody. Once again, I'm back out here at the tiny house and going to be installing some trim around the edges of the floor. I have some floor for the bathroom. Don't know if we'll get to that today or not. But also wanted to try out a new improvement that I got for the channel, or a new piece of equipment that is supposed to improve the video quality of the channel. And here it is. You can see down here is the whole bundle. Let me flip you around here. Okay, now most of y'all know that most of the time I film with my cell phone. And it takes decent video, I guess. Doesn't really work for all occasions, and also it's been getting to where it kind of cuts off sometimes. And if somebody calls me while I'm filming, since it is my phone too, immediately it cuts off the video and doesn't save it. So I lose a lot of footage that way. Also, I wanted something to, when I do my rides on the Hawk, I wanted something to capture those rides. This is an action camera. It's a DJI Osmo Action camera, and it's made by the same company that made my drone, DJI, and it's seems to be a pretty quality little camera. It actually has a removable lens, and you can get filters for it. This unscrews, and you can actually get filters that just screw back on to there. And this camera is also waterproof, just like it is. They do recommend that you get a waterproof case for it if you're going to be using it underwater a whole lot. I'm probably not going to be using it underwater. Now, it might be outside when it rains or something like that, but as far as using it in the water, I probably won't do that. I might end up trying it out at some point. I'm just not brave enough yet. It does have seals everywhere. The battery seals into it. Pretty much the whole thing is almost all battery. But it does have some pretty good weight to it. And this is a cage. It actually comes out of this. And let me see if I can do this one-handed. Yeah. It actually comes out of the little cage. And there we go. Here's the actual camera itself. Of course, it comes with all this stuff. Well, not all of this stuff. This is my external microphone that I use. Wireless microphone. And this is a wireless microphone adapter that actually plugs into the side of the camera. We'll try that out later. Right now, I just want to try out the camera itself and just see how it does. You can see this is the battery is on the bottom here. It goes all the way across the bottom. See, the cell phone is not focusing in. There we go. And you just have just a few buttons on it. One on the side here, that's your quick switch. Power button over here, and the button to take the picture or start the video. You just push the power button on and it comes right on. Pretty nice little display, and this display actually is touchscreen, so you can do different stuff with it. Yeah. It's got the different menus and all that. It seems pretty nice, and I have it set at 1080p, 60 frames per second. I may go up on that. Let's just try doing some filming on the actual camera itself and just see how it works. Okay, so now we are filming at 1080p, 60 frames per second. There is a little bit of flicker. I think it's these LEDs that are causing the little bit of flicker. I have the anti-flicker thing turned on, and of course, I don't think it's going to do very good in low light anyway, but I do have the anti-flicker turned on. I have it turned on to 60 Hertz, which is the frequency where I'm at. What do you all think about the video quality of this camera? Like I said, I am noticing some flicker. I don't know if that is actually being recorded or if that is just the camera itself. I'm not sure. Let me turn this, well, that light is off. If I can find the switch. Oh, I think I put the switch too high. Okay. Yeah, there is that flicker again. See, the cell phone doesn't do that. I need to mess with the settings on this and try to figure out what I need to do. Let me play around with it for a minute and we'll try something else. Stop recording. Okay, so now I have set the ISO and locked it. I set it at 800. I've got it in what's called D-Cinelike, and I don't know. Like I said, we'll have to play with this camera and try to find out the best settings, but so far I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so it's a little darker over in here, but I guess that's okay. Okay, so we have our expanding great stuff foam. I'm going to turn this fireplace off. This stuff is flammable. It's not only flammable, this stuff is explosive. Ask me how I know. And it's not recommended to use it around an open flame. I always read the instructions on something like this before doing something like going close to a flame. Let's just say I almost blew myself up one time, and I don't really want to do that again. It wasn't fun. This setting is actually 2.7K at 30 frames per second, and I set the ISO at 800 and the shutter speed is at 60. The fire went off already, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it all the way off so it doesn't surprise me and just pop back on all of a sudden, because we don't want that. Now, I'm going to shake this back up. I don't know how this is going to work. One thing about it, it will fill in the crack, and afterwards, if I don't like it, I can always cut it all back out. It's fine. It will be fine anyway. So, let's try it. Not going to go all the way to there. And yes, I know the color is wrong, but like I said before, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this gray. I don't know how much that is going to grow, but we will find out. Okay, so here we go. We have the foam around here. Once it dries completely, I also had a couple of spots up there I had to fill in. Once it dries completely, I can trim it up, and by then I'll have the paint. But I think that will seal it up. I was going to look for some caulking, but the shelves at Lowe's are pretty bare right now. I guess everybody is going and buying stuff, and the prices are really high too. So, okay, so you can see we have the floorboards in, the trim. The trim boards around on the floor. I do have a little bit of that foam coming out of there, but that's okay. We will address that. Put it around there. And right on around here, you can see. And around the front of the step, I just went ahead and went all the way up the steps, filling in that. That looks a little better. Now I'm going to get some small little pieces of trim that's just like the round, whatever they call it, the round molding that just goes just around there like that. Just to kind of dress that up a little. But that closed that all in pretty good. I even put a little piece right there. Then over here I started it back around and over to where the bathroom is. Now I'm going to have to put some around here and under there too, but I have to get some more, like some smaller boards, or rip those down or something. And it is currently, don't know if you can see that, but it is currently raining outside, a rainy day, so, and there was some thunder. Let's go over to the window here. There you go, you can see the rain falling outside. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing much work outside. Alright, so let's got some of our downstairs stuff done. I do have some linoleum floor for the bathroom that I'm going to put down. I've got to move all that stuff out, and really I was wanting to kind of sit it outside. I can't do that today because it's raining, of course. So anyway, I do have some more plugs that we can put in upstairs. So why don't we go do that? Okay, so I guess really y'all have not seen the upstairs since I have done what's been done to it here. Now I do need to get some actual stuff to put on the ceiling. I have an idea of what I'm going to get, but I did put some foam board insulation up, and there is, under the foam board insulation, there is fiberglass insulation, so it's kind of double insulated. And this will also work kind of as I guess a moisture barrier too. And I can put whatever ceiling that I want. I think I'm going with acoustic ceiling tiles because I'm going to be doing some recording in this house. So the ceiling downstairs and the ceiling up here, I want to make where it will absorb the echo, because I know with wood walls, wood floor, you're going to have some echo, but if you have the ceiling with some acoustic tiles on it, it will absorb some of that, plus the furniture that you put in is going to absorb some of it. It should make it reasonable. So what I'm going to do up here today though is to put these plugs in. Okay, so we just need to put a few plugs in. So let's do that. Once again, I always recommend using the 20 amp plugs. See how it's got the little part off on the side, the extra little slot? That is what I recommend for a electrical plug. The 15 amp ones are not as robust as these, so it's just better to use the 20s. To finish it up, covers on them right yet, because We don't really need the covers on until we put our boards on the back, because right now it's sticking out way too far anyway. I'm just going to go ahead and put the rest of these in, and then we'll go from there. Okay, well, that has the plugs all stuck in here until we got our lights. Remember these, the DC lights. Everything is all hooked up, and we have power on everything. There is more to do. I have some stuff on order. Have some plumbing stuff on order, and it's going to be a little while to get here. Be next week sometime, so can't really do anything else right now. Like I said, pouring rain, so I can't move everything outside to work on the bathroom. Do the bathroom floor next week and finish the plumbing. Not sure if I'll be able to install the water heater yet. Don't know when it's going to get here. That's also on the way, but it's going to be a little longer before it gets here. So yeah, we got a few things still to do, a lot of things to do. You can see the upstairs still has a lot of work to be done to it. The downstairs is getting pretty close to being done, but like I said, the upstairs still have to put a floor down. Kind of thinking carpet up here, because by the time you get up here, you should have your shoes off anyway. And when somebody is walking around up here, it's kind of noisy, and the people downstairs is going to hear every step. So I'm thinking carpet would be nice up here. Also, when you get out of bed, put your feet on the floor in the morning. It's kind of nice to have something soft to put your feet on. And carpet's pretty nice for that. Keeps you warmer too, I think. Anyway, I think I'm going to set the hammock up, lay down out here. Maybe I might try to catch up on some YouTube videos, and just relax and enjoy the sound of this rain on the roof. I love this sound. But anyway, I guess that's going to be about it for this video. I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.
Was near the Mammoth Cave State Park, and it happened on August 1st, 2018. Really? Yes. What you believe the creature was, the man was asked. He said it was a man-sized white furry creature standing on the side of the road at night. He goes on to explain that he was coming home from